A great man by the name of Gandhi once said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." But what does it mean to lose yourself? It means rejecting the greed, anger, and hatred that knock on the door of your soul every day and opening that door to generosity, devotion, and love. We usually think of service as helping those in need and fail to acknowledge that we need it more than anything. By reaching out, we can discover our passions and fulfill our potential. Our world expands. New stories, friends, and experiences emerge. Experiences like preparing the walls of an elementary school for a total makeover, or doing the dishes for an entire sleepaway camp, which is actually surprisingly very fun, or building a children's library from the ground up for a school that doesn't have the luxury of infinite books at their fingertips. You can make a child's entire day with a picture book of their own. You never know what kind of impact you can make on a person, but the way they impact you stays with you forever. The possibilities are endless. As Gandhi said, the real journey to finding yourself starts with you.
I didn't like my father.
Thank you.
He was poor and unsuccessful, despite working harder than all my friends' fathers. I didn't think he was very smart.
Hey, it's not for you.
I've never seen him as an inspiration.
Hey, what?
We are late for school.
Oh, yeah, school. Sorry. Oh, here's your pocket money. Here's a bit of extra. Time to pay your taxes. From you. It's from me.
Why are we not rich?
Who says we are not rich? Being rich is not about how much you have, but how much you give. And somehow, when you give, you'll be happier.
I wasn't happy. I didn't want to be poor like my father when I grew up. I knew I wanted to be more successful than my father.
Call me when you need more money. Are you coming back for reunion dinner this year?
No, I'm not coming home this year. Yeah, new job here. Maybe after New Year, we'll see. Yeah, I'm really busy now. Okay, bye.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Lim.
I found this letter saying that I've been donating money to the community chest. There must be a mistake.
I'll explain later. There's someone who would like to meet you. Come with me.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Lim. Well, your father has told us a lot about you. Your father, he always makes us forget about our problems and reminds us about our dreams and hopes. But the kids here, they all miss him, and he's the only one who can bring a smile on their faces. And I remember there's this boy. He was really depressed, and he didn't go to school. Basically, he's given up on life. But your father, he reads to this boy regularly. This boy has now grown up to be a really useful person. Your father could have retired comfortably, but he chose to continue working so he can help even more people. He was a selfless man. It's just that he didn't tell anyone about his sickness.
Mr. Lim, I've been trying to reach you. This is for you, in recognition of your donations.
Yes, my name. But I didn't donate.
It's your dad. He didn't want you to know.
It's from you. It's from me.
On my father's birthday, I will celebrate his life as he would have wanted it. I could almost hear him say,
Being rich is not about how much you have,
but about how much you can give.
Women have the same rights as men. If a man can go to school, if a boy can go to school, why can't a girl? If I don't go to school, then I would be obeying my brother and my father. I would be washing clothes every day, and then I would marry, then I would be taking care of children, and my life would finish. Those people who stop us from getting education, they are afraid of educated and powerful women. There was a correspondent of BBC, and he asked my father, I want someone from Swat who can speak to me and who can tell me what's happening there. So I started blogging for BBC. I used to talk to him on phone every night. We all wanted education, but so many people were silent because they were afraid of Taliban, they were afraid of death. But the courage defeated that fear. That is why I spoke I was not waiting for someone else. I did it by myself. At 12 o'clock, I think so, we just sat in our school bus and I asked my driver, can you do the magic tricks? And he was just hiding a stone in his hand and we had to find it. And I don't know, I just opened my eyes and I was in a hospital. I knew that I was shot, and the first thing I did was I thanked God that I am alive. In my country, Pakistan, and all over the world, girls raised the slogan of I am Malala. They raised their voice for education, and they raised their voice against terrorism. So it is an honor for me because I need more and more girls and women and more boys to support me in my campaign for education. When the Taliban shot me, they thought that the other girls who are speaking for their rights would also stop. And they thought that they would spread fear, terror, but they failed. I believe that if you are sincere to your own heart, then you can do anything. And I can do anything.
Lots of people like socialising and they'll be outside and playing. But I just like coming home and sewing.
If Campbell could be on that sewing machine 24/7, he would. It's Campbell, go and play your Xbox. Campbell, come and watch a movie.
He's just not a normal kid. Not every 12-year-old would do that.
If I say don't do it, he sneaks.
I go upstairs with the bear and say, Mum, I've done this instead.
There's 9 children in this house, so I've been pregnant forever. There were 2 he prepared earlier, thankfully. I didn't do them all. And Campbell is just wired really differently.
Back when I was 9, I was asking Mum if I could buy presents for kids in hospital. Mum said no, that's too much, because Mum had bought presents for 9 kids in the family.
No, dude, no, we can't do that. He said, I'll make them then. Okay. I was picturing some paintings.
I hadn't sewn anything before. First ever time. It took a lot of practice.
He'd Google a different pattern. Then he said, I need your help, I don't understand this. Do you understand this? I'm like, no. Does my head in.
It took me about 5 hours to make one little ratty, wiggly bear. But I did it, and then I got faster, quicker and quicker every time. Now I'm down to about an hour to make a bear. This is all my fabric, basically. I've got some patterns in these. Makes me feel a lot better when it's all organised and in place. I do lots of pocket money jobs to get a little, and lots of people donate.
I like this one, Campbell. Every time I see it, so now that one's my new favourite. I kind of like colours.
So Campbell's been making bears now for about 3 years. And we've tried to count them.
Like 102? More than that.
So I'd safely say it's probably 700 or 800.
I think it's awesome that he does that sort of thing. The kids that haven't smiled in ages, and when they get given the bear, they smile.
So I've come to the hospital and I'm going to give some bears to sick kids.
Hi Campbell.
Hello.
Great to see you again.
It could change people from being negative to be positive. I've made these bears. That one's yours. Can have that one.
They're really cool. What are you going to call yours? Connor?
George.
Connor's reaction was really cool. Just straight at George. How are you feeling?
Good.
Do you have to go to hospital a lot?
Not very often.
Well, that's
Only
good now.
every Thursday.
Well, today we're visiting Macy, who I gave a bear to.
What did you name your bear?
Cherry Roseberry.
Cherry Roseberry.
Macy was diagnosed with multiple brain tumours 4 years ago, and so she's still on active chemo. So I think it was pretty special when he turned up and gave you the bear, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cherry Roseberry sleeps in there with Baby Clown.
It's like she thinks it's a come to life. And
Most of the time it likes to sleep. Does it? Yes. I kind of don't like this one. I feel scared.
I suppose in a glimpse he makes teddy bears and gives them to children, but what it really is he looks at sadness and tries to turn it upside down.
being kind and not mean would change the world a lot.
I think Campbell inspires a lot of people. As much as we're there to teach them, they can teach us. That's where I take a little bit from what he does, and if you get up every day and work forward instead of backwards, you don't have time to be down.
Nathan, my husband, was diagnosed with cancer. It was 5 years ago.
And then they took tumour the size of a tennis ball, but it's got an 80% recurrence rate.
Well, it was really upsetting. Cancer gets worse with stress, and I made him the bear so he could get rid of the cancer. And
I can't give you words for it because I had to tell him that it'd come back again, but he gave me this bear and said that it's a winner bear, you'll win against it, and it hasn't come back. And it's been over a year now, and I haven't gone that long since, so maybe bear worked.
yes, they can be magic in lots of different ways.
There's a little bit of magic in them. A lot of magic in Campbell though.
I told my mom about it, and she said, well, what are you gonna do about it? So we decided, well, I decided, but she really did help me on starting a campaign where black girls are the main characters. And I think this is important because when you see someone that you can relate to in a book, you'll normally remember the things that they learned, so then you can use them in your life to make your life better. We picked 1,000 because I think that it was definitely 500 wouldn't feel like enough because, to be honest, I probably do have 500 black girl books at my house and that I've read, so I wanted to be more than I've read and just get new books that I haven't seen before so that it wouldn't just be me giving away books that I've read. So we chose this school because my mother went to the school and so did basically everyone in her family. So we think it's really important for her, for this experience here because it's basically her roots and I want to do it not just in America where I'm from and step out of my comfort zone and go places that I've never been and interact with people that I've never met.
It feels spectacular to know that I am reading a book about black girls, which means I'm reading a book with people of my culture that are in the book. So it's awesome, spectacular.
Mi nombre es Ada Maribel Ríos Bogado, tengo 13 años y toco el violín.
Me llamo Juan Manuel Chávez, más conocido como Baby, tengo 19 años y toco el cello. Este cello está hecho de una lata de aceite la madera tirada en la basura y las clavijas son de una vieja cuchara para golpear la carne y para hacer el ñoquis. Y suena así.
Una comunidad como Caldeura no es un lugar para tener un violín. De hecho, un violín cuesta más que su casa.
En ese grupo acá mismo encontramos el colado de violín. Y de ese empezamos los instrumentos reciclados. La familia que acá vive recicla todo lo que hay en la basura y se vende. No pensaba antes que yo voy a hacer ese instrumento. Y me siento demasiado feliz cuando estoy viendo a un niño que está tocando un violín reciclado.
Cuando ya escucho el sonido del violín, siento como mariposas en el estómago, así una sensación que no sé cómo voy a explicar.
Bueno, la orquesta de instrumentos reciclados es una orquesta que toca instrumentos hechos con la basura.
Mi video sería, sin la música estaría de core
La gente se da cuenta que no tenemos que tirar la basura muy fácilmente. Y no tenemos que desechar a las personas muy fácilmente.
¡Fuerte, fuerte!
I think we all need a pep talk. The world needs you to stop being boring. Yeah, you. Boring is easy. Everybody can be boring, but you're gooder than that. Life is not a game, people. Life isn't a cereal either. Well, it is a cereal. And if life is a game, aren't we all on the same team? I mean, really, right? I'm on your team, be on my team. This is life, people. You got air coming through your nose. You got heartbeat. That means it's time to do something. A poem. Two roads diverged in the woods, and I took the road less traveled. It hurt, man! Really bad. Rocks, thorns, and glass. My pants broke. Wah! Not cool, Robert Frost. But what if there really were two paths? I want to be the one that leads to awesome. It's like that dude Journey said, don't stop believing unless you dream stupid. Then you should get a better dream. I think that's how it goes. Get a better dream and keep going. Keep going, and keep going. What if Michael Jordan have quit? Well, he did quit. No, he retired. Yeah, yes, he retired. But before that, in high school, what if he quit when he didn't make the team? He would have never made Space Jam. And I love Space Jam. What will be your Space Jam? What will you create will make the world awesome? Nothing if you keep sitting there. That's why I'm talking to you today. This is your time. This is my time. It's our time. We can make every day better for each other. If we're all on the same team, let's start acting like it. We got work to do. We can cry about it, or we can dance about it. We were made to be awesome. Let's get out there. I don't know everything. I'm just a kid. But I do know this. It's everybody's duty to give the world a reason to dance. So get to it.
picture. Create something that will make the world awesome. Play ball. Oh, hi, everybody. We're all working hard to make this an awesome year for other people. And you guys are doing it. You've been super encouraging to me, so I want to return the favor. Who you know who needs some encouragement? Pass this pep talk along, and let's get the whole world to dance. I'm dedicating this video today to my friend Gabby. She's a cool kid, she likes playing cakes, and she's fighting cancer like a boss. And to all you watching, who encourages you? Send them this video and let them know. So get to it. Bye.
So pancake, subscribe.
Not